is Dylan Anselmo, and my Symposia is about the history of the game known as Halo. Halo's emergence begins in the year 2001, so we're a little into the 2000s already. A little studio called Bungie creates a game known as Halo Combat Evolved. The game launched alongside the original Xbox on November 15th of 2001, and it revolutionized the FPS genre and introduced a generation of gamers to the classic known as Halo. This year will be the start of a massive franchise and the beginning of the legacy of the Master Chief. Halo's gameplay was unique to other shooters, and that's what made it so iconic. Unique weapon design, vehicles, maps, modes, the fact that pistol outclassed 90% of the weapons. Halo CE's multiplayer is what was able to put it and the Xbox on the map and make it a viable competitor in the gaming industry. So 3 years later, Bungie delivers a sequel, Halo 2. Halo 2 changed quite a bit in terms of gameplay, with the introduction of new weapons like the battle rifle and the SMG, playable elites, dual wielding, and the introduction of a new character known as the Arbiter, voiced by Keith David. At this rate, Halo is becoming bigger and bigger as an Xbox IP, so with so much fan content being dedicated to the series, it's clear that Halo is becoming a juggernaut in gaming. Skip ahead a few years to the year 2007, arguably one of the biggest years for gaming. 3 games came out that year that were must-plays: COD 4, Mario Galaxy, and Bungie's newest title, Halo 3. Halo 3 is one of the most popular games in the Halo fanbase, and for good reason. New maps, modes, and items were able to help keep gameplay interesting, but what really made Halo 3 one of the most popular was one thing: Forge mode. Forge lets players do what they want, whether it's making maps or new game modes, so you can bet the players went nuts with this thing. We got modes like Jenga, Sumo, Paintball, Infection, and a personal favorite of mine, Griffball. Now, after 3 years, the story of the Master Chief has been very well established, but Bungie decides to let other characters have a bit of fun. So cut to 2009 with the release of Halo 3 ODST. Unlike the previous Halos, this game didn't have PvP. In its place was a cooperative mode known as Firefight. You, 3 buddies if you want, and a wave of enemies. This mode was incredibly popular in ODST, so much that Bungie brought it back for Halo Reach. Speaking of which, the year 2010 marks the launch of Halo Reach, a prequel to the original game. Reach came and introduced a ton of changes to the game, from armor abilities, the introduction of new weapons like the needle rifle, and tons of customizations. 5 games in, and Halo has proven to be a success. But sadly, all good things must come to an end. With the release of Halo Reach, Bungie was done with making Halo. They were splitting off from Microsoft, so Bungie bid their farewells to their player base and left Halo behind. Now, that's not to say they were out of the game development business, because they went on to make a new franchise known as Destiny. That's my Symposia. Thank you for listening. I've been Dylan Anselmo. I will probably see you all around.